Yes, ma'am, I promised you in the red to do it.
My name is Brenda Bouchard. I've been a caregiver for nearly 10 years. My husband has younger onset Alzheimer's.
Oh, bless you.
My nearly 89-year-old mother lives with me. She has Alzheimer's disease. I'm one of 65,000 Alzheimer's caregivers here in the state of New Hampshire. The NIH has about $600 million for research funding for Alzheimer's. Medicare and Medicaid this year will spend nearly $153 billion to care for people with Alzheimer's. I know firsthand the pain of seeing these people slip away, and I also understand the financial burden that this disease carries with it for families as well as the country. So my question to you is, what would you do to ensure that this devastating disease, as well as the potential bankruptcy of Medicare and Medicaid, get the attention they so greatly deserve? Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you for asking that question, and thank you for your care for your relatives and for your mom and for your husband. My father-in-law suffered from Alzheimer's for 12 years. I was at his bedside when he died, and it was a amazing journey. And his wife of 67 years was there at the very end. He died in his bedroom, and so I've been on that journey in a very real way. And you're right, it's devastating. So my heart goes out to you for what you're going through, and to all those who are going through that very difficult journey. The answer is it certainly does make sense that such a devastating and costly disease would get a robust level of funding, a funding level that would be commensurate with the cost associated with it. And of course, it's only going to get worse as our population ages and as people live longer, because eventually everybody is going to get some form of dementia, right? I mean, you just at some point.
Yes, our 2050, 28 million baby boomers will have Alzheimer's.
I mean, not only are we getting older, but the baby boom generation is beginning to, is in retirement right now, starting to retire, and that's a huge population boom of candidates. So the answer is it seems to be penny wise to be investing the resources that are necessary. I'm not, even though I was involved in it, I'm not that attuned as to what the most latest and current research is and what are the possibilities. I read and see things every now and then, but there's always a balance between throwing money at a problem and making sure that you're spending that money wisely. And so the answer is, I would commit to you that I would devote the resources that can be properly spent on it. I've seen situations where you have, because we worked on NIH when I was in the Senate, where a disease will come in and there's enormous rush to spend money and it's not effectively spent, it's wasted. Just as long as I'm confident that these are legitimate pathways for research, you'll have my support for them.